Good night. And I am here today to speak to you all regarding EDGENUITY. EDGENUITY is our online learning platform for all grades 6 through 12. This is not a new application for Washoe County School District, but what it is a tremendous support for both teachers and Washoe County School District students. This year, because of the COVID pandemic, we actually are offering two forms of EDGENUITY. One is EDGENUITY as a hybrid workbook to help support your students when they are in the classroom and they are on their off days at home and need to complete extra assignments. The other approach for EDGENUITY is for our full-time distance education. So what I would like to do first for all of you is show you where you can find all of your resources pertaining to EDGENUITY. The most common access for the most demanding parent tools are located on our washoeschools.net website. If you access our washoeschools.net website, you can find the information pertaining to EDGENUITY on our departmental page, the Extended Studies Department. You can click on the department's key. You can scroll down and find Extended Studies, which actually refers to everything outside of the typical school building. So we offer many supports, not just distance learning. When you open our departmental page, you can come over here to the right where you see EDGENUITY Student Support, and you can click on the EDGENUITY Student Support. And the whole page is dedicated to parent and student resources on how to log in, on what do I do if I need help, how do I know what my grade is, how do I receive email progress for my child's reports online, even offering tutorials on how to lead students to understanding, accessing, and doing well in EDGENUITY as an online tool. At the bottom of our page, we have multiple strategies for success in online, organizing tips, how to take notes in the online classroom, how is grading completed in our online learning, and even how to save and exit assignments. So this is an excellent resource for all of our students and families. The biggest and most popular question we receive in our office is how to log on to our distance education platform. Students can access the direct link to signing into their EDGENUITY right here, embedded within our website. And if you hover your mouse over it, you can see the pointer turn to a finger where you can click and open the forum, which I will do here shortly. All students, their username is their student ID at washoeschools.org. And just like you've heard previously with all of our other presenters, your students should use their district password to log into EDGENUITY. And if they forget their password, they can communicate that to their school and they can have that password reset for them. It's the same password you've heard for Clever, Mayon, all the other forums you've heard about this evening. It's the same username and the same password for accessing EDGENUITY online. When your child accesses their online platform, they're exposed to what I refer to as their dashboard. A student's dashboard would look like this when they sign on. And it would offer all the courses that they are to work on each day from a home computer or their home site or their own laptop or a district device. A key piece for you as a parent is to notice this percentage here. The percentage gives you an indication of how well your child is doing in their online for each of the content areas. In this example right here, it shows you that the student is doing 78%, which is almost a B for the quality of the student's work. It also tells you that the student is 86% complete with their course, but they are behind on their trajectory to finishing the course. It's important for you as a parent to look over your child's shoulder and check their overall grade as well as their percentage towards completion. When you sign on to EDGENUITY, let me get my EDGENUITY screen open. For some reason it closed. When you sign in or your child signs in to EDGENUITY, they will see a dashboard with all their courses, and they will also see some key announcements like you're seeing displayed here. If there's any important communication from their classroom teacher, it would be displayed here on the first dashboard prior to them opening their classes. Up in the right-hand corner, and this is an excellent support opportunity for parents and students, there's a support tab called Help Center. If you click on Help Center, resources open up for fundamentals, teacher resources, and down at the bottom, you can even click on parent resources that are offered in both English and Spanish. Here's an example of some of the common support documents in both English and Spanish, which helps provide support on how to communicate with your teachers, how to get help from EDGENUITY if you are having problems navigating your course or you've encountered a tech problem. And there's even what I like to refer to as the most important document of support of all, is looking at your child's progress. And it details for you how to interpret and understand a progress report when it comes to your attention in email or in mail at home. Our department, the Extended Studies Department, not only helps our families for online learning, but we also support families wanting to research about homeschool, charter school resources, and other community supports and agencies that work closely with the Family School Partnership Department. So I really encourage all parents to contact me if they have any questions regarding their child's online learning, if they need any technical support, or if they need any guidance and understanding or communicating with their child's teacher in the online platform. It is important to note, I thoroughly appreciate our interpreters being here today, but I also speak Spanish, So you have the ability to contact my office and speak to me in Spanish in regards to your child's understanding or your child's questions in the online platform. Matter of fact, a little known resource about EDGENUITY is your child, if they are bilingual and their first language is in Spanish or any other primary language around the world, they can convert their entire lesson structures into their native language all the way up until the exam. So that is a great fundamental key for all of you that want to work with your children at home in their native language. There's a lot of information in regards to EDGENUITY that is too much to really share for this parent introduction tonight. But I do want you all to know that we are here as a resource to support and answer any questions that you have. That completes my portion of the small tutorial of EDGENUITY. If you have any questions, I'm more than happy to help you at this time.
Thank you, Stacy. That was a great presentation about EDGENUITY. Here's the first question that we have for you. In the unit test for computer science and applications, after the unit test is taken, unlike quizzes, EDGENUITY does not allow the student to review the results and be able to see the correct answers to any questions that they might have answered wrong. Could this be corrected?
Yes, it can be corrected. We had a high mountain of courses to prepare at the beginning of this school year, right up until the first week of school, to ensure that all of our students had access to not just general curriculum, but honors and advanced placement. So in that push, there may have been some human errors. It is our intent that the student has the ability to review what they missed on their unit tests so that they can build upon that knowledge to prepare for the final exam. So please communicate to your teacher in email what course you are experiencing this problem and specifically what unit test, and we can correct that at our end.
Thank you, Stacy. Here's the next question. Is there a separate parent portal to log in and view progress?
The parent progress, if you are not receiving it electronically via email, can be activated for your child so that you can get a daily, weekly, or monthly progress report on your child's academic progression in their online learning. So please contact your school online teacher and request to have your email activated to receive that progress report. You can also contact our office, and our office number is 353-6990. Again, 353-6990, and request to have your parent progress email activated, and I will get that accomplished for you.
Thank you. Here's your next question. Why are parents and students not able to view their actual grade? We're only sent their overall grade.
That is an excellent question, and we are changing that. Right before the October break, a parent is going to be able to look over their child's shoulder and see both the overall grade and the actual grade. The difference between the two is the overall grade, which is what we currently see, reflects the quality of the student's work, but does not take into consideration whether they are on track to finish the course on time. The actual grade takes that timeline of progression into effect and gives you an indication of what your child's overall actual grade is in relationship to the end of the term. Ideally, your overall grade and the actual grade should come to match by the time your child reaches the end of the academic term. But it's important for our parents to see both. So we are making that adjustment, and you will see that adjustment happen over our fall break.
Thanks, Stacy. We have another great question here. These are all great questions for tonight. And again, if we don't get to your question tonight, you'll receive an answer via the Trent University website, where we're going to be posting all of the answers. Next question is, in some EDGENUITY sections, my son has noticed that the guided notes references sections like instructions or summary that doesn't exist in the course timeline. Is some coursework possibly missing?
That is a great question, Maria. As you heard me say a few minutes ago, when we were on a rush to put together these courses and get them publicized for our families and students, we did make some adjustments to the course structures. So there may be some incidences where the guided notes do not ideally match the structure of the course. Please share that with your instructional teacher or our office, and we can make that adjustment, because those type of technical issues do need to be corrected.
Thank you, Stacy. Here's another one related to guided notes. Are students allowed to use the guided notes for in-person final exams? Not sure if guided notes counts as handwritten notes.
Excellent question. Yet again, our final exams must be proctored. It is to the discretion of the school principal how they intend to proctor the final exams, but please communicate with your students that they are permitted to use their guided notes, e-notes, typed notes, handwritten notes, scripts from the lesson in English or in Spanish can all be used and brought to the final exam. It's not about how much the student can memorize. It's about, can they resource what they have learned? And that is the important platform of consideration for our final exams. You will be, as parents, receiving guidance from your schools not soon after, or not late, not soon or not late, it's getting late, not long after the October break. You will be receiving final exam guidance from your schools not long after October break.
Thank you, Stacy. Here's another great question. Are world languages available on EDGENUITY?
World languages are available in EDGENUITY. However, we have noticed, and I'm a Spanish teacher myself of trade, that the quality and the rigor of the world language offerings in EDGENUITY do not meet the level of expectation that we want for our biliteracy diploma candidates, and do not fare well in preparing students for upper language skill sets. So it is a shortcoming. We are not entirely impressed with the world language, but we are offering it because we want to be able to keep our students on track to graduation.
Thank you, Stacy. And here is the last question of the night, just to honor the time that we have allowed for this webinar. Can you talk about, could a student switch to EDGENUITY if they are receiving medical treatments and need to be home?
That is a great question that we have been discussing, because our Board of Education, our Board of Trustees, have communicated publicly that the parents have the right and choice to move their child from a blended learning hybrid classroom model to full distance education. We haven't spoken too much about the blended model outside of my introduction, but that blended model can serve as an independent course in the event that a student falls ill or is out for an extended period of time due to medical treatment. So we don't necessarily have to consider changing the platform entirely for the student, but revisiting their current supplemental resource that they are working through with their teacher in the classroom to ensure that that teacher provides additional work for them to help offset the structural needs of the blended learning domain. So there are two options that the family can consider in this situation. They can continue with the blended learning with remote support from their school, or we can transition the student into a full-time independent learning pathway of EDGENUITY.